All right, so today, guys, in class, what we are going to learn about is balancing a tire. So a tire, when it's made, has a steel belt under the tread where it's overlapped, which creates a heavy spot. Another heavy spot might be where the bead is. There's a steel cable in the rubber of the bead that can cause a heavy spot, or just uneven weight of the tire, the way the rubber's flowed into the mold. So that can cause the tire to be out of balance, that when it spins, it creates a wobble, creates a big vibration. So we have a machine over here called a tire balancer, and we're going to set it up and we're going to balance this tire that it would have no vibration. Anytime you put new tires on rims, they have to be balanced. So let's start by mounting it to the machine. So we have to find a cone that fits the center. So this one should work. I'm going to take the tire, I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to put it onto that shaft. Now I'm going to slide my cone in. And then I'm going to slide this other cone on it. Now this tool, if I pull this lever, it makes the threads inside separate, so it can make it go on a little easier. And now I'm going to spin it to screw it tight. Alright, now that I got it tight and I spin it, and it has a little bit of wobble, so I can tell that this thing's going to have some out around. It's got a flat spot on it from sitting for so long. So this tire was on this GMC Jimmy and was sitting for a long time, so it's got a flat spot in it. Alright, so I got to take some measurements. So we got the letter A right here. A is the distance the rim is from the machine. So I take this little pointer and I'm going to make it hit right on the inside of the wheel. And then I'm going to take my measurement, which is 13 centimeters. So I see the 12, but it's lined up right there with the 13. So I'm going to put the number 13 in there. 13. Now the next one I need to know is the width of my rim. Up. So I have a specialty tool here, and if you can see, this arrow is lined up with the 8, so it's 8 inches wide. By the way, this pointer is just inside the rim lip, and it's just inside the rim lip there, and it's 8 inches wide. So now I'm going to put 8 in it. Alright, so now the machine knows the width of the rim. The next thing it needs to know is the diameter of the rim. Now, I remember giving you guys a do now question the other day, that when we have numbers on the side of a tire, the last number on the tire is the rim size. So this is a P225/75R, and that last number, you might not be able to see it on camera, is a 15. So I got to put the number 15 in there. 15. All right. So when I drop this hood, the machine's going to spin, and it's going to calibrate how much weight I have to hammer onto the tire's rim. So now the machine's calibrating, spinning. All right. So what these numbers are telling me, that's the number 75, so it wants 3/4 of an ounce on the outside and a 1/2 ounce on the inside. Now to figure out how much or where we have to put it is these lights right here. So when all those lights are lit up, means I can hammer it right at 12 o'clock on the outside. So let me find a 75. Which might be hard because my weight selection is very messed up. By the way, there's 2 different types of weights here. We have one that is thick gap, and we have some that are thin gapped. These are for steel, these are for aluminum. And like I said, my supply right now is really bad, so I might actually have to try to make one out of an old one. So This specialty tool I have is for hammering, pulling them off, and also cutting them. There's a cutting blade on it. So I'm going to trim a little bit of lead off of this, because that's what these weights are made of, lead. Alright, so I trimmed some off. And now I'm going to hammer it right at 12. Okay, now that weight stays on there. Now I need a 0.5. I'll look around briefly to see if I could find a small 0.5. So bear with me for a minute. Okay, I found a 0.5. I have to do the same thing with this side. I got to spin it until all the lights are lit up. All my lights are lit up. I'm going to put it at 12 o'clock. Now when I spin this tire, if these numbers come up 0 or 0.25, that's within spec, that if I put it on the car, it will not vibrate. So it's spinning, it's calibrating it again, and see if we made the corrections. And we got zeros. So this tire is now perfectly balanced, that when I put it on the car, there will be no vibrations. Once again, anytime you put a new tire on a rim, it's got to be balanced, or if the weights fall off, or if you're experiencing, say, a vibration at a higher speed, like say anywhere from 40 to like 80. Like I know my car, after like 70, I get a little bit of a vibration. I probably need my tires balanced. But that's how you balance a tire, guys. All right, see you next time.